I used to think my life was stable, safe, almost perfect. I had a husband, Daniel, who loved me, a man who brought me coffee in the mornings, kissed my forehead when I was stressed, and held me close at night. We weren't rich, but we had our own little apartment, warm and filled with laughter. And then there was Mark. Mark wasn't just a friend, he was my best friend since college, the one who sat with me through exams, heartbreaks, and all the messy years before I met Daniel. Mark was funny, supportive, and always there when I needed him. He knew me in ways even Daniel didn't. At first, Daniel didn't mind. He actually liked Mark. They would watch sports together, drink beers, tease me about how much I talked during movies. I thought it was perfect, my two favorite men in the world getting along. But somewhere deep inside, I started feeling something more. A dangerous thought whispered to me late at night. What if I could have both? What if love didn't have to be limited to one person? I pushed it away at first, told myself I was imagining things, told myself I was happy enough. But the thought didn't go away. It grew, and I didn't know it yet. That thought would destroy everything. It happened on a quiet evening, the kind of evening that should have been normal. Daniel and I had just finished dinner. The dishes were still on the table. He was scrolling through his phone and I was staring at him, my heart racing. The thought that had haunted me for months burned inside me and I couldn't hold it in anymore. I whispered, almost afraid of my own voice, "Daniel, I want to talk to you about something." He looked up smiling. "What's up?" I swallowed hard. My hands were shaking. I want Mark to be part of our marriage. The smile disappeared from his face instantly. His eyes narrowed, confused. "What do you mean? He is part of our life? He's your friend. He comes over. That's fine." I shook my head, heart pounding louder. "No, not just as a friend. More than that. I love him too." The silence that followed was unbearable. I felt like the whole room stopped breathing. Daniel blinked slowly like he didn't understand. "Are you saying you want me to share you with him?" I nodded, tears already welling in my eyes. "I love you, Daniel, but I also love Mark. It doesn't have to be one or the other. We can make this work. Love can be bigger than just two people." I thought he might yell. I thought he might cry. But he didn't. He stood up from the table. His face was cold, unreadable. "Wow," he muttered under his breath. Then without looking at me, he grabbed his jacket. "Daniel, wait, please let me explain." But he didn't wait. He opened the door and left. I sat there frozen, staring at the empty chair across from me. My heart was pounding so hard it hurt. I told myself he just needed time, that he'd come back once he calmed down, but deep down something told me I had just crossed a line I couldn't erase. That night I stayed awake waiting for him. I kept listening for the sound of his keys in the lock, his footsteps in the hallway, but the apartment stayed silent. At 2 a.m. I texted him, "Please come home, I love you." No reply. At 4 a.m. I tried calling, straight to voicemail. By morning I checked again and that's when I saw it. On WhatsApp his profile picture was gone. My messages had only one gray tick. I was blocked. I opened Facebook, blocked, Instagram, blocked. Even email, my messages bounced back. It felt like he had erased me from his life overnight, like I didn't even exist anymore. I sat on the edge of the bed staring at the space where he used to sleep. His pillow still smelled like him and that broke me. I whispered to the empty room, "Daniel, please, don't do this. We can fix it. I didn't mean to lose you." But the only answer was silence. And in that silence, I realized the truth. He wasn't coming back. When the silence became too heavy, my mind escaped into memories. Memories of him, of us. I remembered the first time I met Daniel. It was at a bookstore. I was reaching for a novel on the top shelf, struggling, when he appeared beside me, tall and kind, and handed it to me with a small smile. "You look like you needed help," he said. I laughed nervously, and something in his eyes made me feel safe. From that moment, he kept showing up in my life. Coffee dates, long walks, late night talks. He was steady, warm, the kind of man who made you believe in forever. I remembered our wedding day. I wore white, he wore navy blue. His hands shook when he slid the ring on my finger, and he whispered, "It's just you and me, always." I believed him. I believed us. And yet, Mark was always there too. Mark had been in my life long before Daniel. He was the one I called when my heart was broken in college. The one who made me laugh when I wanted to cry. We had thousands of inside jokes, memories only we shared. But I never thought it would come to this, that I would ask my husband to share his wife with another man. Now, lying in the bed where Daniel used to hold me, I hugged his pillow and replayed every smile, every laugh, every kiss. I asked myself again and again, why wasn't it enough? Why wasn't Daniel enough for me? The truth cut deep. I wanted both. I wanted everything. And now I had nothing. The days after Daniel left were the hardest of my life. I tried to call him from different numbers. He didn't answer. I emailed him from a friend's account. No reply. I even went to his office once, but he had already told them not to let me near. It was like I had become a ghost. Mark came over a few times. He tried to comfort me, but I could see the guilt in his eyes. He kept saying, "I never asked you to do this. I never wanted you to lose him because of me." But it was too late. The damage was done. At night, I would scroll through old pictures of Daniel and me. Vacations, birthdays, silly selfies in the kitchen. My chest ached so much I thought it might break. I kept whispering into the dark, "Please, Daniel, please forgive me. I love you." But the only reply was the emptiness of the room. One morning, after days of crying, I sat in front of the mirror. My eyes were swollen, my hair a mess. I barely recognized the woman staring back at me. For the first time, I asked myself the hard question, why did I do this? I thought love was limitless. I thought I could hold two people in my heart and no one would get hurt. But love isn't just about what you feel, it's about the promises you make. I broke the biggest promise I had ever made. Daniel didn't leave because he didn't love me. He left because I shattered the trust that held us together. In his eyes, I had chosen someone else over him. Maybe in a way he was right. The weight of that truth crushed me. Mark tried to reach out, but I started pulling away from him too. Being near him only reminded me of what I had lost. Every laugh, every word between us felt poison now. And in the silence of my apartment, I understood something I had refused to see before. Some choices can't be undone. Some doors, once closed, never open again. It's been weeks since Daniel left. He never came back. He never called. To him, I don't exist anymore. At first, that thought destroyed me. But slowly, painfully, I've started to accept it. I walk through the apartment and see the ghosts of what we used to be. The couch where we watched movies. The kitchen where he made me pancakes on Sundays. The bed where he whispered, "It's just you and me." Always. Always. I know now that always ended the night I asked for more. I wanted my male best friend to be part of our marriage. Instead, I lost my husband. I lost the life we built together. And now, all I have left are the memories.